Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you a very simple, delicious, fresh, and nutritious meal that you're going to make in a matter of minutes, but it's going to be fabulous. We're going to make grilled chicken breast over a mix of grilled vegetables, and we're going to top the whole thing with a basil and grilled lemon vinaigrette. So easy, so yummy, so good for you, and I'm thrilled to be able to share this recipe. So let's go over the ingredients so we can get started. You're going to need some boneless, skinless chicken breast. You're going to need a mix of vegetables. I'm using baby eggplant, zucchini, red bell peppers, and a yellow onion, salt and pepper, some regular olive oil, and then you're going to need some very good extra virgin olive oil, some fresh basil, a lemon, and that's really about it. I mean, this is very simple, but you have to make sure you use very good ingredients. Now, for the actual marinade of the chicken and vegetables, we're not going to do any fancy things. We're going to just going to salt and pepper it, and we're going to put a tiny bit of regular olive oil to ensure that nothing sticks, because the flavor is really going to come from the vinaigrette that we're going to make. The vinaigrette we're going to make using fresh basil, very good extra virgin olive oil. Now today I'm using the San Macario olio extravergine di oliva, and this is from my friends at Olio To Go. They've also sent me another olive oil that I've talked to you guys about it before. So like I said, this is going to be really the star of the dish, the vinaigrette. So make sure you invest in good ingredients. Alright, so I have my grill preheating. I'm actually using my outdoor grill today. We're going to go out there and grill it all together once we're all ready and prepped up. Now for the chicken, you want to make sure it's all the same thickness, as you can see, because that way it cooks evenly. And you want to make sure that it's boneless, skinless, and dry, so the salt and pepper sticks. Now I'm just drizzling some regular olive oil, nothing fancy, over the top. I just want to make sure nothing sticks to the grill, that's all. I flipped it and did the same thing on the other side, just a touch of olive oil and salt and pepper. And that's it. That's all the seasoning for the chicken. So we have that out of the way. Now for the vegetables, you can use any vegetables you like. Anything you have on hand. Now, I just so happen to really love grilled eggplant and grilled zucchini, bell peppers, onions. It's my, they're my favorite. Now, normally, I would use a red onion. I don't have a red onion today, so I'm going to use a regular yellow onion. It's just going to be as delicious, but, you have to make do with what you have. So, when I cut my veggies, I want to show you guys a tip here. When you cut your veggies for the grill, the worst thing you can do is cut them in small little pieces, because you're gonna be chasing these vegetables all around your grill, and you don't want to do that. So really thick slices on the onion will be great. The onion is done. For the zucchini, you can do however you want it, but I like to do really big giant coins like that. I think it's great presentation. Remember, you always eat with your eyes first, and they're easy to handle because they're not such little tiny pieces. For the eggplant, I'm just cutting it in thirds lengthwise. Again, you don't want to have them too thin, otherwise they'll cook too quickly and it'll just be a mess. For the bell peppers, just cut it in half, remove all the veins and seeds, and now I'm just going to cut it in quarters, just like that. And that's it. Now before I put those on my plate, I just want to drizzle these with a touch of olive oil just to make sure nothing sticks. Rub them all over. That's good. And same thing with the bell peppers. Just a touch. Alright, that's about it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this outside, we're going to get on the grill, get these all lined up and cooking up, and then we're going to make the vinaigrette that's going to top this whole thing. I have my grill really nice and preheated, so now I'm going to put my chicken down first. You want to make sure it's nice and hot and sizzly. And once you put your chicken down, very important, don't touch it. Believe it or not, when the chicken is ready to be flipped, it will release itself. It won't stick. If you try to lift that right now, it's going to stick to the grill. But once it's cooked on the one side, it won't stick. Now, using a different pair of tongs, very important because you don't want to cross-contaminate, we're going to put the vegetables on. And you can put them in however pattern you like. I'm just going to cook them like this for just a few minutes on each side until they get nice grill marks, but I don't want them to be too mushy, so I'm going to keep an eye on them. Last one on. Okay. I'm just going to close this up The chicken is going to go for about 5 to 6 minutes on each side, depending on how hot your grill is. And the vegetables are just going to go for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side so they get nice grill marks. And then flip them, and then we'll finish the whole thing together. While my chicken and veggies are cooking up on the grill, we're just going to make our vinaigrette. Now I have a nice handful of basil here, and I just want to really chop this finely because I want to make sure it goes all through this vinaigrette. So just rock your knife back and forth. Always make sure you have your fingers out of the way. That should be good. It smells so wonderful. Great. We have the basil, put that in a little bowl. Okay, now I'm going to use this whole lemon. I'm going to actually cut it, put it on the grill till it gets nice and charred. And when you do that, you really get the essence of the lemon and it gets so delicious. But I also want some of the zest in the vinaigrette. So I'm going to zest about half of this lemon. That's good. Now reserve this for when we're ready to grill it. Salt and pepper, always. Like so. And now I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of this extra virgin olive oil. Now this olive oil, again, this was sent to me from my friends at Oil to Go. All I want to say about this olive oil is this is really an excellent olive oil to use for vinaigrette or something to finish off of a dish. It's not the kind of olive oil you would cook with because the flavor is so intense and so wonderful that you would lose that. So make sure you use an olive oil like that just for things like this, a vinaigrette or, like I said, just to finish off a dish. It's wonderful. You want to use it as another ingredient. So that's about it. We have that just about started, and now we're going to add the lemon juice. Once we have it grilled, once we grill our lemon, then we're going to juice it in here and finish the whole thing off. All right, so let's go put the lemon on the grill, check in our chicken and veggies, and finish the whole thing off. Just taking my zucchini off because you got it done a lot quicker than the rest of them. Check out that echo. I'm also going to take my eggplant can stay on another minute. Nah, you know what? Looks good. Take my eggplant off as well. I just flipped the chicken. So that's got a few more minutes to go. The onions look like they can come off. Taking my last of the eggplant off. Now you can usually tell when something like a vegetable is cooked because of the way it looks, obviously. And like the eggplant, when an eggplant cooks, same thing as a zucchini, it's very pliable. So that's a very good guide to know when something is cooked. Things like vegetables, believe it or not, it's a total preference because some people like them more cooked than others. I like my veggies really, really cooked and soft. My husband likes them with more of a crunch to them. So that's really totally up to you. So I'm just going to let these cook for a few more minutes, the peppers. They take a little bit longer. The chicken's coming along beautifully. I flipped it on the one side. As you can see, it's got beautiful grill marks. But it's a pretty thick piece of chicken breast, so I'm just going to let these continue to cook for a few more minutes. My peppers are perfect. They have a great color on them. They start to feel nice and soft. Good to go. My chicken just has a couple minutes left to go, and I'm now going to put my lemon cut side down directly on the grill. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, it works so well. Cut that down just for a couple minutes until literally you can start to see lines on the lemon, and that'll be about the same time the chicken's done, and we'll assemble the whole thing. I took my chicken off the grill, and it's really important to let it rest so all the juices can kind of get back into it and keep it really moist. And I'm just cutting it on an angle just because I like the way it looks. It's absolutely perfectly cooked. Look at that. That's wonderful. Fan it out on a plate. I also laid out all my vegetables. You can lay them out however you want. And I'm just going to salt these because remember, we didn't salt these before they went on the grill. And the reason why I didn't, and this is a good tip, because vegetables, when they're salted, they release a lot of their water. And I didn't want them to get really soggy as soon as we put them on the grill. I wanted them to get a nice, like, charred color and, like, you know, the grill marks. And we achieved that by not salting it right away. I also took my lemon off the grill. As you can see, it's got grill marks all over the top. And now I'm just going to juice it. Oh, smells so good. I can't even describe it. I'm just going to juice it into our basil mixture. Stir that up. Just gonna give it a quick taste. On the money. Love that. And I'm just gonna drizzle this all over my veggies. And you can put as little or as much as you want. And by the way, this is a fantastic vinaigrette for anything. Chicken salad, potato salad, you name it. Like a regular salad, really. And the chicken. And this is these are really strong flavors, so you don't need a whole lot. Because when you use good ingredients, like I said, you don't need a whole lot because they're there. The flavor's there. That's it, really. Everything's done. It's just a really light and delicious dinner that you can make in a moment's notice. And believe it or not, this just came to me today because, well, the weather's beautiful, and I had these on hand, and I thought, I'm just going to play around and make a nice grilled dinner tonight, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I hope you guys have enjoyed spending time with me. To get this recipe and other recipes, check out my website at www.laurainthekitchen.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye.